If you know anything about card magic, you'll know the name Ed Marlo. He's perhaps the most influential and prolific card magician to have ever lived. But unlike other important card magicians, Marlo didn't travel the world lecturing or performing. Instead, he stayed in Chicago and spent decades mastering the art of card magic to an absolute level of obsession. So much so that other magicians would make pilgrimages to fly to Chicago to see his work and study from him directly. During the peak of his career in the 1970s and 80s, Marlo began to grow frustrated that his publishers were taking too long to get his magic into print. So he started self-publishing what he referred to as a magazine, but in truth, it was far from a magazine. Each one of these magazines spanned over 300 pages and contained dozens of card magic routines and techniques. These were typewritten manuscripts, printed on a photocopier in such small quantities that it became difficult to actually get hold of one. In many cases, the only way to get one of these magazines was to travel to Chicago and purchase a copy from the man himself. And even then, sometimes he would make you jump through hoops just to get a copy. The 6 magazines in this series are highly sought after and often are reported to be the very best of Marlo's work. We're happy to announce that these books are available once again in a whole new format from Vanishing Ink. Attempting to discuss the contents of these magazines would be futile. There's over 1,000 individual entries spanning over 2,250 pages. But importantly, none of these are half-baked ideas. There were classic Marlo techniques like the unit Upjog edition, the snap change, the razor's edge concept, Olram's Jinx switch, and hundreds of others were published. And he does deep dives into his incredible empty hand card to pocket technique and the oil and water routine, the elusive punch deal, his convincing control, call to the colors, one of my favorite routines, and the ace assembly and the reverse ace assembly, and even wildly creative gimmicks like Simon Aronson's color changing card box. But that's just the start. These 6 books contain work that you've never seen or heard of before. They're where Marlo buried his best work. But because of the difficult to navigate layout, many of these techniques were missed, even by the most studious card magicians. These are as much of a deep dive into card magic as they are a standout book set for your library. But I didn't just redesign these books, I took it one step further. In my collection, I'm lucky enough to have Marlo's personal copies of these books, and so I integrated Marlo's own notes and corrections into this project, making it the most complete, finest edition ever produced. But if that's not enough, I even consulted thousands of Marlo's handwritten notes for these manuscripts, along with thousands of pages of Marlo's personal correspondence, to ensure that every page and every description is exactly as Marlo originally intended. I've been studying the work in these manuscripts since I was a teenager, and honestly, I don't think I'll ever truly appreciate the scope of the work that Marlo shares here. They're available right now in 2 editions. The standard set is anything but standard. All 6 books come in not just a large slipcase, but a gorgeous box too. From the minute you receive this package, you'll see the care and attention that the Vanishing Ink team and I put into this project. From the shipping box to the slipcase, to every page, and the thousands of illustrations that have been individually remastered. The deluxe edition takes things one step further. All 6 of the books are numbered and feature a gorgeous leatherette cover. The content's the same, but the finish of the books is unmistakably deluxe, and I predict they'll be sought after for many years to come. I realize that studying a set of books with such a wide scope is extremely daunting, and so if you purchase the books directly from Vanishing Ink, I'll personally be with you every step of the way. You'll start by receiving an introductory video from me addressing how I recommend you tackle this set as a collection. And then over the course of the next year, we'll do 6 individual study sessions where you'll lead the way. In these sessions, I'll invite Marlo experts and we'll dissect some of my favorite pieces from each book. We'll do a deep dive in such a way that studying the books becomes accessible, rewarding, and most importantly, fun. You'll then get the sessions added to your Vanishing Ink account so that you can return to them as often as you return to the books. And I said you lead the way, that's because you get to ask questions and we'll pose them to the Marlo experts. The Marlo magazines have been some of the hardest magic books to acquire on the second-hand market, but it is my belief that magic instruction should be studied and not hoarded. And so I am proud to finally make this set available at an affordable price, and for the first time ever in these stunning, beautiful editions that make learning this incredible magic easier than ever. I promise that these books will open up an entire new world of card magic and card technique that you'll be studying for many years to come.